go.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For those who don't know who I am, I'm Martin Watkins, and I'm the chairman of the Northern Area of RAFA. And on behalf of the Northern Area Council, I'd like to welcome you all here for this weekend and to this evening, when we can have a little bit of relaxation and socialise amongst friends, because this is what it's all about. It's about being friends. Okay, I'm sure that you will enjoy the weekend and the items that we've got for you. There'll be plenty of time for questions as you go along. So I'm not going to stand here to say anything more than that, then enjoy this evening. Just to say the meal is about to be served. You'll be called up by individual tables to go and get your food. So thank you very much and enjoy. Dedication, perhaps we may care to just pause a while and remember those of our friends and colleagues and loved ones who cannot be with us today, as they have passed in the year since we last met. In friendship and in service of one to another, we are pledged to keep alive the memory of those of all nations who died in the Royal Air Force and in the Air Forces of the Commonwealth. In their name, we give ourselves to this noble cause. Proudly and thankfully, we will remember them. We will remember them.
So I don't have to grab a mic. I know I've met a few of you. I'm just going to go through a bit of housekeeping, so it's not your official welcome. Let's go in the direction. So fire exits are all around the room. The fire point is out in the car park, but on the upper level. So we have got the association vans out there, so you can make your way there. There's no planned fire alarms. So if the alarm does sound, please make your way calmly outside of the car park.
I want to do this, that and the other, and up we go out.
First thing is to sell all our RAF stations in the northern area. Particularly I'm going to talk about RAF Leaming. And then the second thing I'm going to sell to yourselves is some wonderful people who I've got working on my team at RAF Leaming. So first of all, I'd like to just talk about our RAFA visits for 2017. Last year in 2016 we organised 2 or 3 RAFA visits for the great people in this room. Can I just have a show of hands? Did anybody visit RAF Leaming last year, please? Brilliant. Okay, so I have some knowledge in the audience, but basically there's still a lot of people in this room who have yet to participate in one of our RAFA visits for 2016 and certainly going into 2017. So basically my remit as the RAFA for RAF Leaming is to raise the profile, membership, fundraise, welfare on behalf of the station. And one of my key outputs is really to engage with the RAFA community, to engage with everybody in this room in our local area. And how we do that at RAF Leaming, it is difficult for us due to the scale and the vastness of the area of North Yorkshire, Cumbria, and up Northumberland to reach out to all the different branches. So what we've tried to do is, rather than us moving to you, is inviting all of you to come and visit.
I'd now like to introduce you to Andrew Wilkinson-Sharp, who's the Director of Finance, who will give us the Royal Air Force Association State of the Nation report. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Well, thank you for welcoming me here. I am the Director of Finance of the Association, not Director of Finance and IT that you may read in writing some of our Director of Finance. I know nothing at all about IT, unfortunately. Now, as Director of Finance and as the finance man, I don't get let out very often. So when my colleagues like DP and Amy are doing this sort of thing weekends, I'm back at county meetings usually. So I'm delighted to be let out there, but I'm not going to go back in just yet. I'm going to enjoy it while I'm here.
And so gone from no BSOs to 1 to 2 in this area, and sadly Pete passing away last week. We are in a state of flux at the moment about that. I can't give you the exact number of branches where we were 5 years ago, but I know in terms of the downward decline, the trajectory has slowed off. So overall this year, we opened 6 new branches, but 10 either closed or merged or went into registered member group status. Looking ahead, I don't know. I don't think anyone can forecast.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed your lunch and are refreshed for the scintillating afternoon that we're going to have from now. I'm really pleased to welcome here today Captain Keith Taylor, who's the Station Commander of Linton News, who's going to tell us what's going on in today's Royal Air Force. Thank you.
This presentation is given to businesses, societies and influential groups about roles, responsibilities and relevance of the Royal Air Force today. We do this for a number of reasons. Firstly, to demonstrate that alongside the Royal Navy and the British Army, the RAF acts on behalf of the UK government as a defence asset. It gives our nation's leaders choices in times of crisis.
Fellow Shipman pilot, talk about the best aircraft in the world that the Royal Air Force operates, but pointing out the best aircraft in the world is nothing without the people that make it happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to introduce to you Flight Lieutenant Max Card from 27th Squadron at Royal Air Force OU. Max.
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much for having me here today. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Flight Attendant Max Scarman. I'm from 27 Squadron at Royal Air Force Odeon down in Hampshire. So, yeah, about 6 hours south. But it's an absolute pleasure to be here today with you. I'm going to talk to you for about the next 20 to 30 minutes about Chinook operations in Afghanistan, leading on to Chinook, the Medical Emergency Response Team, or MERT, and talk about some of the stories from my time, 2010 to 2013, operating out there.
Proceedings from now on, okay, because Martin had to go and do something else, so I'm taking over proceedings for this afternoon. So we're going to move on to the junior standard bearers competition, the certificates and the presentation of them. I'd like to introduce, please, Flight Lieutenant Tony Tyler, who adjudicated it, and he's going to be giving the announcements of who done what, and then we'll get the group captain to hand over the certificates. Thank you, Tony.
Good afternoon, sirs, ladies and gents. Just bear with me one moment, please. As Brian mentioned, I did have the honour of being on the judging panel for the Young Standard Bearers competition that took place this afternoon. I've got 5 cadets off to my left who performed exceptionally well this afternoon. The competition was incredibly close, the standard was impeccably high. Before we actually announce the winner and the runner-up, I'd like to invite each of the contestants to come up and receive a certificate from our F-1 Station Commander.
Yeah. You can't hear over here, Tony. You're obviously not as good as me, Tony. This is when you come from an NCO, you see. Testing. Switch it on. I think it's dead. No.
Johnny enough. Cadet McGowan, 2359 Squadron, Bolton. I alluded to earlier, the standard during the competition was incredibly high, and accordingly the scores were incredibly close. Very minimal split between first and fifth. As with all competitions, there are winners and runners-up. The second place today, awarded runner-up for the 2017 Young Standard Bearers competition, Cadet Warrant Officer Jackson. And the winner of the 2017 Young Standard Bearers competition is Cadet Lee, 1982 Squadron. And ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the presentation of the 2017 Young and Standard Bearers competition. Could the winner and runner-up please make themselves known to Mr. Tom Feeney at the end of the presentation? You guys have been selected to participate in the full Standard Bearers competition. That's it.
Good afternoon, and I can tell the microphone is working, and we will find the other one found. And therefore, if you wish to take part in the discussion, you will please wait until you get the microphone, or you can come up here and borrow mine. So, the first item on the plenary session, and bear in mind the plenary session is always intended at our area conference to get people thinking, and if there is a consensus of opinion that arises during discussion of any particular item, if we format something that could constitute a resolution and be addressed in tomorrow's business meeting, then we will have achieved exactly what the plenary session is about. The word volunteering. It's my job to introduce it to you and perhaps stimulate a few brain cells about it. We are all aware, I think, that there has been some discussion about it. There has been some adversary thinking you might possibly be aware of on the whole concept of volunteering. And in fact, it's exactly that, the concept of volunteering within the association, that is the thing we need to understand and take forward.
I'm going to take a photo of Michael.
Any excuse to kiss it.
I would like to announce the winner of the RAF Association Young Person of the Year Award, who is Cadet Warrant Officer Suzanne Firth. The Northern Area has decided to make an award to exceptional young people within our area who go above and beyond the call of duty. Within the last year, Susanna became the RAF Station Commanders at Linton on Ouse. She became a Cadet Warrant Officer, represented at the Wing Concerts and Marching Band performing at the RIAT, and was second in the Cadet National Competition at RAF Halton. She also has been for the last 2 years, Cadet of the Year for 1953 Knaresborough ATC Squadron. She also, after an intensive and competitive interview, was selected to participate in a 2-week ATC exchange program to the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, it's also for an ATC squadron, and again it is related to how much they collect for the Wings of Bill. So I'm delighted to say that this award is going to Barrow and Furnace ATC squadron, Barrow and Furnace branch. This next award is for the best collection for the Wings of Bill, and it goes to the Erewash branch. Hey.
I don't know what she's had in that, but she's away.
I've got you. You can dance every dance with a guy who gives you the eye and let him hold you tight. You can smile, have a smile for the man who held your hand beneath the pale moonlight. But don't